Hello guys. So in one of my previous videos I talked about basic red flags to look out for when seeking a husband. Yes, I was speaking to the women about those red flags to look out for in a guy. But in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about basic red flags to look out for in a woman. Now I'm speaking to the men. It's very important that I enlighten both genders to create a balance. So, speaking to the men now, what are the basic red flags? Like I said in my last video, red flags are warning signals you need to look out for in a relationship, that person that you're in a relationship with. So what are those basic red flags as a man you need to look out for in that woman you want to settle down with, in that woman you're in a serious relationship with? But before I begin, please, if you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe to my channel. Also like and comment on my videos as well. Thank you so much for that. So the number one red flag I'm going to talking about today that you need to look out for in that woman as a man is when a woman's expenditure is way more beyond what you can tolerate. That is a red flag. Women can spend naturally. So it's very important that you teach her how to spend within your budget, within your means, within your reach. You cannot be earning in hundreds of thousands and your baby is always spending in millions, making you spend in millions. Whatever it is you cannot tolerate in marriage, please don't tolerate it in relationship. Begin to correct her mindset. Begin to correct the way she spends now that you guys are still in a relationship, so that you guys will not be having problems towards money and expenses when you guys get married. Because if you continue to tolerate her spending, when you guys now get married, she will be like, was I not spending like this when we were dating? So what is the problem? You know how women can be. So if you cannot tolerate it, you need to call her to order or call off the relationship. When a woman's actions is mostly controlled by her parents and her friends, like your words don't matter, and she doesn't have a mind of her own, that is a red flag. As an adult, you need to learn to have a mind of your own, whether you're a man or a woman. It's very important as an adult. Your parents' words shouldn't always be what is controlling your life. Like everything is on your parents or on your friends to decide for you. No, it's not supposed to be so. So it's very important that as a young woman, you have a mind of your own. When she complains a lot, especially towards your means of livelihood, that is a red flag. Women know how to complain. They can complain a lot. Now, as far as the job you're doing, your source of income is legit, your woman shouldn't be always complaining like you don't give her time, you don't do this, you have to learn to create time for her, yes, but it shouldn't make her to always complaining in your ears that you need to that your job is taking the better time of you. And she needs to understand the nature of your job. She needs to understand your schedule. So you need a woman that will give you peace of mind in that marriage as a man. So when she begins to complain too much, like as if she wants you to resign from that job, because that same woman that is disturbing you will still complain when you don't have a job. So it's very important that you make her understand these things, or you walk away from that relationship if you're not having your peace of mind. When she has a sharp tongue, when she's too rude, that is a red flag. A rude and a disrespectful woman with a sharp tongue will only fake that she loves you and she respects you at the beginning, but along the line she will begin to show her true self. Yes, a woman that has bad mouth cannot respect you, cannot respect your family, can even use her mouth to even chase away destiny helpers from your life, even chase away the good people that surrounded your life before she came in. A woman that has bad mouth can make you lose opportunities, can make you lose the relationship, the love that you have with your own family. A lot of bad women, a lot of women, especially the wives, that are bad, they have bad mouths, they are the ones that normally come into a family and destroy the relationship between a man and his parents, a man and his siblings, a man and his extended family members. That is what is going on in a lot of families. So when you begin to notice such character, now that you guys are in a relationship, my dear, that is a red flag. And it's up to you to begin to caution her about such nonsense character. Or if it's that bad, walk away from that relationship for your own good. When a woman has bad temper, it is a red flag. Especially when her own is very, very bad. Because a woman that has bad temper is a threat to your life. Yes, and a woman that has bad temper, very bad one, can push you as a man to do things you never imagined. For example, if you're a man that doesn't beat women, a woman that has very bad hot temper can push you to even kill somebody. Because such women can be so annoying. Because when their madness starts like this, it can be really, really bad. I've seen so many women like that. So, my dear brother, if a hot-tempered woman is something that you cannot handle, don't manage. Don't say she'll change. Please walk away from that relationship. It's as simple as that. When a woman has this attitude of always going overboard with the way she interacts with people, especially the opposite sex, and she knows that you're not comfortable with it, that is a red flag. Especially if you have told her countless times that you don't like the way she interacts with the opposite sex. How can someone that is in a serious relationship, you want to talk with a guy, and you say you guys are just friends, you're sitting on his laps, you're talking to him, you're touching his face, you're flirting with him, a woman in a serious relationship? Some even do it right in front of their own guys, like their own fiance. Like, you'll be like, when a woman begins to behave like this, simply means she doesn't have respect for you. So, my dear, that is a red flag. When a woman's virtual life doesn't tally with her real life, that is a red flag. This could come in two different ways. It could be that, one, she's living a fake life. A woman that can be like that. Can be speaking with a woman over the phone, and she'll just be acting all nice and perfect. I can do this, I am that, with all the lies and everything. She's living a fake life. That is a red flag. It could come in another way as well. When a woman has dual personality. Now, I've heard about this thing, but I've not really observed or seen it in anyone. But I've heard that there are people that have dual personality. Their virtual personality is not the same with their real personality when you actually meet with them one-on-one. You might be talking with a person over the phone, and you just observe that this person maybe is the quiet type, or the stay-at-home type, or a reserved type of person, only for you to meet this person in real life and the person is behaving the direct opposite of what you know that person to be. That is another red flag. So it's very important when you're in a relationship with someone, you have to learn to observe the person's actions, their words, their dressing, their everything about them. It's very important. When a woman is overly argumentative, that is a red flag. Not all men can be with a woman that argues a lot. There are women that argue a lot, even when they know that they have lost the argument, they are still arguing because they know how to argue a lot. Not all men can tolerate such. So if you're a man and that woman argues a lot, like her own is even annoying, and you cannot handle it, please, you have to think twice. When a woman's spiritual life is questionable, that is a red flag. As a woman, you don't know your stand spiritually. Like I always say, marriage is more spiritual than physical, because the spiritual controls the physical. So the spiritual life of an adult, especially one that wants to settle down, is very important. So when her spiritual life is questionable, and also when it doesn't tally with yours, that is a very big red flag. It's very important that a woman has a stand spiritually. Today, it cannot be a woman. Today, you're a Catholic. Tomorrow, you're a Methodist. Next tomorrow, you're a Pentecostal. the other day you're now a traditionalist, you don't even have a stand spiritually, you don't have a particular religion, anywhere they ring bell, you're there. That is a red flag. When a woman is an Owambe addict, that is a red flag. Yes, she loves to party, she loves clubbing. Every day, she's always at the club, she's always at one party, she's always looking for anywhere they ring bell for celebration. Bagam, she's there already. Invited or uninvited, she'll find a way to be there. A woman that doesn't have self-control, a woman that doesn't even have shame, that is a red flag. You cannot be everywhere as a woman. You need to learn to be scarce sometimes. You cannot be at every party. You cannot be at every gathering. Anywhere they're celebrating something, you must. Jesus, that's really bad. It's a very serious red flag. You cannot be everywhere. Can you, as a man, you need to ask yourself, can you handle a woman that clubs a lot? Because a woman that clubs a lot is more like a careless woman. Can she bring your home together? Can she help you build that home? Because women that club a lot are usually, all these women that don't even want to settle down, that like living life. So if you cannot tolerate such, my dear brother, think twice. When a woman is a drug addict, that is another problem. As a man, especially if you are not a smoker, you don't drink and all that, you shouldn't marry someone that smokes. You shouldn't marry someone that drinks. Go and find your type. You cannot be a man that doesn't smoke, you don't drink, and you're looking for a wife in someone that you know that smokes and drinks. For the fact that she smokes and drinks when you don't, that is a red flag. That is a no already. That is enough for you to end that relationship. So anything you cannot handle in a relationship, don't say she'll change, that you handle it in marriage. And finally, for today's episode, when a woman is never wrong, like no matter how much you correct her, she never sees anything wrong with what she does, and she has excuse for everything, such attitude can be overbearing. So that is a red flag. Not all men can tolerate such women. Women that doesn't take instruction, that always makes excuse over everything. It's not right. I get it that sometimes people can behave like that. Nobody is perfect after all, but let it not be that she's always like that. She's never wrong and always giving excuses. That kind of attitude can be really annoying and tiring. So that is all I have for today's episode. There are so many red flags. Women and their wahala. So many red flags. But that is all I have to say today. But bear it at the back of your mind as a man looking for a woman to settle down with, that no woman is perfect. Yes, nobody is perfect. Even you self looking for your perfect wife, you're not perfect. But the main thing is that you're with someone that you can stay with, you can spend the rest of your life with, you can build with, someone you can tolerate. You understand? And someone that can tolerate you as well. What Mr. A can tolerate is not the same thing as what Mr. B can tolerate. I know men that love women that smoke and drink because they do as well. But the next person might not. That is why you need to get settled down with someone that you're compatible with. That's why the compatibility is very important, and that relationship, that courtship stage is very, 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 very important. So take your time and make the right choice. So before I close up for today's episode, when a woman is also an indecent dresser, that's a red flag. But not all men will see it as a red flag. Yes, there are men that love their women when they dress sexy. In fact, whenever their women is going, they always love their women to dress sexy. Yes. And also some men that love their women to dress 100% decent. Every man and their own choice. So let me know what you think about a woman dressing sexy. Please drop your ideas in the comment section. Thank you so much for that. That is all for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching my video today. Thank you so much for listening. And please, if you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe to my channel. Also like and comment on my videos. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next episode.